We're going back to kind of when you started with WCW. I mean, what was it like to train at the power plant, and how does that compare to kind of the training that you give to students now, that experience?
Well, it was um, hmm, I have to my dad, I told you before, he wrestled all over the world.
Mm.
So he knew all the different styles. He knew the very technical UK style, of course. He knew the European style, which is similar to the UK style. Then he experienced Japanese style many years, the Mexican style many years, and the American style. So I he trained me all kind of styles. So I was used to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And they put me in the power plant because they had no spot on the TV because every TV shows has so many spots free, and if there's nothing free, no, you have to stay in shape and train and stuff like that. So I went down in the power plant, and they were very tough trainers down there. Very good trainer, like Buddy Lee Parker. He's a very good trainer,
Mm.
but a very tough trainer.
Yes.
Um, but also very nice guy, good heart. And when I went down there, the power plant wasn't that professional at the beginning. It was just a old fabric uh, hall, and they had like I think two or three rings in there. No really showers, and no, it was still at the beginning. But later on, the power plant, when they moved to a different building, it was a high class training facility.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, I mean they many they had many good talents down there. Very very good guys like former amateur wrestlers and football players. Goldberg was there, and the Big Show actually trained there for a while before he started in WCW to get his big push. Many good talents. Not everybody made it, and of course the trainers really tested you out.
Mm.
A lot of people just didn't come again the next day. I remember the first time when I was there, they wanted to see, hey, this is a second generation from kid from Germany, and they wanted to see how tough I am. So they said, okay, you do running the ropes. Those are steel cable ropes in WCW. Okay, so really, if you hit them, it hurts. So I did running the ropes almost the whole day. My back was swollen that much, but it just kept going. Just to show them you wanted really bad to be on TV.
Yeah. Well, when you get on TV, your first feud is with Jean-Paul Levesque, who has gone on to be reasonably successful in the world of wrestling. It's fair
A
to
little
say.
bit, yeah.
But before he was Triple H, you were kind of both breaking into the business at the same time. And what strikes me about that feud is you both made your pay-per-view debuts in the same match against one another,
Yeah.
which is feels like an unbelievable amount of pressure for both of you. Like, what was that like for you both, kind of going into that environment, knowing that you had to kind of, I guess, both had a point to prove.
Yeah. Well, I just can speak for myself.
Mm.
Um, Being a second generation wrestler and being the son of my dad, which had a real big name in the sport, especially in New Japan, Mexico, and stuff like that, also, there were always high expectations, which I had to deal with. And so I was kind of used to that. And my advantage at that time was that since I grew up with the whole industry and the business, it felt normal to me. And I was nervous. Of course, there was pressure, but it didn't matter to me if it's a pay-per-view match or if it's just a TV taping or just a house show, because I always wanted to give 100% for the people, for the audience, and also for the promoter and for myself. So it was great that it was a pay-per-view for my career, but for the personal side, it didn't make much difference to other matches which I had. I always wanted to have a good match. And since I had a great opponent, having Jean-Paul Levesque, which was a great talent also, and he was a young talent. He could work my style. I wasn't that nervous. I mean, we felt pressure, but we got along very good, and we just said, "Hey, let's do it," and it worked out.